Am I the jerk for telling daughter I'm disappointed in her and won't take her out to a second restaurant? My daughters 14 and 16 are on the same dance team. Their team won a competition on Sunday, and we were all so excited and proud of them. After the competition, my dad suggested we go out to eat and said he would pay for wherever we wanted. Older daughter, who loves seafood, has been asking for years to go to a restaurant that has unlimited crab legs, but it's a very pricey restaurant, so we've never been able to. She immediately suggested this restaurant. My dad liked the suggestion. My younger daughter suggested we go to her favorite restaurant, a local Mexican restaurant, instead. We've been there many times, as it's much more affordable. Knowing this would be a wasted opportunity, I said older daughter's suggestion made more sense because it was somewhere we'd never been. Younger daughter complained she wouldn't like anything there, but I assured her the menu would have more than crab legs. We got there, and sure enough, there were many dishes that didn't have seafood, including steak, youngest's favorite. Even though there were dishes without seafood, youngest daughter said she wasn't hungry because the restaurant smelled weird. I ordered her steak anyway. Younger daughter pouted throughout the meal. She picked at her steak. Older daughter was very happy, and completely absorbed in the crab legs. My mom tried to talk to my younger daughter about the competition, but she wasn't responsive. At the end of the meal, we were all stuffed except for youngest. My dad told everyone to pick a dessert to go, except for youngest because she's clearly not hungry. I asked my dad to leave her alone, and he did, but she was already upset. When we got home, I tried to talk to her. I explained that this was a rare opportunity and sometimes we need to let someone else have something nice. I told her I could have taken us to the Mexican restaurant this weekend. She said it's not the same, because the restaurant we go to the night of the competition is special, and we went somewhere she didn't like. I pointed out that she didn't know she didn't like it because she didn't try it. She said I know she hates seafood and that the restaurant is known for its seafood, so of course she wouldn't want to go there after a special event. She was annoyed all Monday and Tuesday but started to mellow on Wednesday. This morning she asked if we are going to the Mexican restaurant tomorrow. I said not this week because of her behavior, but we'll see next week. She wasn't happy. Am I being too hard on her? I think she was very rude to her grandparents, but I know when you're a teenager everything feels like a bigger deal than it is. Should I have just let her behavior slide and taken her to the Mexican restaurant? Not the jerk. You're teaching her a valuable lesson here. Too many people seem to have the mentality of when I am done being angry and move on, you all have to as well. As though her mood improving absolves her of any accountability for her actions while being pissy. A classic tactic in my house growing up. Not the jerk. Being part of a family means sometimes, lots of times, doing something because it's what someone else really wants to do/try. And, as I seem to learn the hard way all too often, rewarding sulky/petulant behavior for the short-term victory always comes back to bite you as a parent. I'd hold firm on no consolation trip to the Mexican restaurant really that now too. Now, they're both on the dance team, and younger daughter should get to feel like she's being celebrated too, so maybe next time there's a family treat it's her choice, since older daughter made the pick this time. Am I the jerk for telling my mom her stepdaughter is possessive and she needs to do better to keep her away from me? My mom married Jeff when I was 6 years old. My dad died 2 months earlier but my parents were divorced at the time. Jeff and his daughter Emma lived in another state, and all 4 of us moved to a new place to start over. I met Jeff and Emma 2 weeks after my dad died. Mom made a fast move because she now could with dad not able to stop her. Right from the get-go Emma has been clingy, possessive and kind of creepy too. I didn't like her from the first day we met because she told me Jeff was my dad now and that I needed to learn how to be a family with them because she wanted a sister and a mom. It upset me so bad because I was missing my dad, he wasn't gone that long, and I had this strange girl tell me to replace him already. I told her that her dad wasn't my dad, and I missed my dad. She told me she didn't care and things were different. I went to my mom who told me to give Emma and Jeff a chance and said Emma likely got overexcited. Emma has continuously made life so awkward for me. She insisted we share a bedroom, which my mom and Jeff said yes to despite having a spare bedroom. She started wearing my clothes and telling me I could wear hers. All fine with mom and Jeff. She hated how I kept in touch with my best friend from back home. Hated it even more when a year later my best friend's family moved nearby and we got to see each other again versus just talking over the phone. She was rude to her, told her to leave me alone, told me I had to spend time with her instead of my best friend. Emma tore up photos of my dad and told me that he was the past and her and Jeff were the future. She did get into trouble for that, but then I got into trouble for not letting it go. I was 9 at the time, I think. Emma tells everyone I'm her sister and we're so close. Whereas I am more honest with the people I am close to and don't hold back on how unhappy I am at home. Over the years nothing has changed much. Only she's far more obsessive now. Jeff doesn't like me because he really doesn't like that I don't consider him my dad, and I will be honest, I don't think of him as a parental figure even though I know he is. I don't love him and I hate Emma. Which he also knows. My mom has talked to me before about being nicer to Emma and to stop pushing her away so much. She got on my case again about it because I wouldn't go to camp with Emma, we're both 16 now by the way, that she wanted to go to, that allowed almost like a sibling experience. Emma went solo and I stayed. So mom was mad at me and I eventually kind of snapped and told mom that she needed to fix how possessive Emma is and do better by me, because I'm her daughter, I lost my dad, and she threw me into such a messed up dynamic and never cared about what it did to me. I told her at the very least she needs to keep Emma away from me. Mom was mad and said I portrayed Emma like some sort of bad person. She's still mad. Am I the jerk? Not the jerk. Wow, Emma sounds terrifying. To want to have a sister and a mom is one thing, but what she's been doing is really creepy. From the way you put it, she's trying to alienate you from everyone and force you to accept her and her dad as the only people you can turn to. It sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. Your mom, on the other hand, is a major jerk for the way she's handled things. I would move out at first opportunity and cut all contact. This is not healthy in any way and I'm honestly scared for you. Not the jerk. How could you see Jeff as a parental figure when he has failed so spectacularly at making you feel safe in your own home? He needs to get his little demon seed child under control. I am so sorry for the loss of your dad, and that your mom is checked out from her job as a parent. Because here is the thing. Hypothetically speaking, even if the issue was that you were pushing people away because you had trouble adjusting to the new family dynamic, and even if Emma and Jeff were the healthiest and nicest people, you would still deserve to have your boundaries respected. You would still deserve to have your own private space, your own belongings, and your own friends. Trying to force you to merge into a sibling dynamic with Emma would backfire under the best of circumstances, and Emma's behavior has ensured that these are not the best of circumstances.